The picture of Dorian Gray. A young and ravishingly handsome man becomes enthralled with his own beauty. After sitting for a portrait by Basil Hallward, Dorian Gray is seduced by Lord Henry Wotton's hedonistic philosophies, igniting a desire to remain eternally youthful. This fateful wish sets the stage for a dramatic exploration of vanity, morality, and the consequences of indulgence. As Dorian embarks on a life of unbridled pleasure and excess, he becomes increasingly enthralled by the pursuit of beauty and sensual experiences. His relationships and escapades are marked by debauchery and selfishness, leaving an indelible mark on the portrait, which grotesquely reflects the corruption of his soul. Dorian's actions lead to tragic consequences, including the ruin of those around him, such as his devastating relationship with actress Sybil Vane. Ultimately, Dorian's quest for eternal beauty leads him to a tragic confrontation with his own conscience. In a climactic moment of reckoning, Dorian decides to destroy the portrait, believing he can free himself from its curse. However, in doing so, he inadvertently seals his own fate, meeting a tragic end. Wilde's novel serves as a poignant exploration of the interplay between art, morality, and the ephemeral nature of beauty, leaving readers to ponder the true cost of a life devoted solely to aesthetic pleasure.
Oscar Wilde made significant contributions towards the genre of English literature through his use of wit, satire, and social critique. His works challenged the rigid conventions of Victorian society, offering fresh perspectives on human nature, morality, and societal norms. Wilde's plays such as The Importance of Being Earnest and An Ideal Husband remain celebrated for their sparkling dialogue and incisive commentary on class, marriage, and hypocrisy. His essays, including The Critic as Artist, introduced thought-provoking ideas about art and criticism, emphasizing the importance of individual expression. Wilde's legacy lies in his ability to blend humor, intellect, and elegance, creating timeless works that continue to influence literature and theater to the present day.
Oscar Wilde's perspective on art and aestheticism emphasizes the value of beauty and emotional resonance over moral lessons or social critiques. He championed art for art's sake, believing that art has intrinsic value and should evoke profound emotions. His literary works reflect his themes of beauty, hedonism, and art exploration. Wilde's mindset was shaped by his education and the cultural climate of the late 19th century, influenced by aestheticism and figures like Voltaire. His writing style is characterized by rich language, sharp wit, and satire, challenging Victorian society's moral constraints and critiquing the hypocrisy of his contemporaries. Through his work, Wilde rejected industrialization's impact and celebrated individual experience and sensory appreciation of art.
One of the major themes of The Picture of Dorian Gray is aestheticism. Now, to the aesthete, there is no distinction between moral and immoral acts, only between those that increase or decrease one's happiness. Yet Dorian Gray refutes this idea, presenting a strong case for the inherent immorality of purely aesthetic lives. Dorian Gray personifies the aesthetic lifestyle in action, pursuing personal gratification with abandon. Yet while he enjoys these indulgences, his behavior ultimately kills him and others, and he dies unhappier than ever. Rather than an advocate for pure aestheticism, then, Dorian Gray is a cautionary tale in which Wilde illustrates the dangers of the aesthetic philosophy when not practiced with prudence. Aestheticism, as argued by Wilde, too often aligns itself with immorality, resulting in precarious philosophy that must be practiced deliberately and carefully. Another important theme of The Picture of Dorian Gray is the Faustian bargain, which is when you sell your soul to the devil. Now, Oscar Wilde himself comments that The Picture of Dorian Gray is based on the Faustian themes, which would have been very well known to all of the educated men of his time. Dorian himself would represent the character of Faust, who gives up his soul in order to have beauty forever. As he cries, "Yes, there is nothing in the whole world I would not give. I would give my soul for that."